Hi everyone, I'm Josh and welcome to Josh Wright Piano TV. Today I want to show you how you can lighten up your thumb. The thumb seems to be a culprit for a lot of accents in the piano, and we're going to be taking a look at an example that I was teaching one of my students, Adi, from the Scherzo number 2, one of my favorite moments in all of Chopin's music, actually. I just love that. It's so tragic and yet so loving and beautiful at the same time. And it's really easy if you use this fingering 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, which you kind of have to use because you need to be holding that to almost connect into that. You could obviously connect it in the pedal. It's tied. So, and then you can change your pedal and then lift so it connects. So, and you got it in there as well. 1, 2, 4, 3, 2, 1. How do we keep that thumb really soft so it doesn't go? I've heard plenty of students play it like that. It reminded me of this exercise that Sergei Babayan gave me in a lesson, and man, it was awkward in the lesson. It still is an awkward exercise to this day, but it really helps you lighten up the thumb. So you just do a chromatic scale, and you can do it up and down. I mostly usually just have students go up to start with because coming down is even more awkward. But 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. It's not 1, 2, 3, 1. It's not just normal chromatic scale fingering. It's 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then your thumbs go onto the blacks, thumbs on whites, thumbs on blacks. You can do just the opposite as well. You could start with 2, 1, 2, 1. That one's a little easier because you have a little less exposure to the thumbs on those black keys. But and it's not great. I haven't practiced this exercise forever. Okay, you can see it's coming back a little bit. I could even isolate that until that feels good. Even just 1, 2, 1 right there, and then let's see, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, and so forth. And getting that chromatic scale like that, what it forces you to do, the reason that exercise is so helpful, is you set yourself up with a pretty comfortable position. Oh, that feels good. That feels like a normal chromatic scale fingering. Some people use 1, 3. But 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. And then, oh my gosh, I don't want to start going and accenting the thumb. So, so awkward. But that exercise really lightens your thumb. And then a couple of tips to put it into practice here. I like to go forward a little bit with the thumb towards the fall board here, this little fall board. Okay, so. Also, I try not to lift up and come down vertically. I try to move laterally like that, 2, 1. And you could even use that as another exercise, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Really soft. Try it without pedal. And then you could shape tee-da, tee-da-da-da. You actually do have to lift enough for that jack inside the action to reset. So you're not going 2, 1. You got to do that, but you don't want to thrust down, which is what I hear a lot of students do. So give that exercise a try. And if you even spent 20 minutes with that, I haven't touched it in years, so it totally sucks right now. But even just doing one octave, really helped my student to relax that thumb. And now we'll play this just for fun. I also will do like no soft pedal, and then you can help yourself out with just a little bit of soft pedal here. Or no soft pedal. Just according to what kind of piano you're on, how bright it is, or if it has newer hammers. These are fairly newer hammers, so I can get away with not using soft pedal. But if you need a little extra help to get it extra pearly and colorful, that can really help. Okay, you can watch a performance. It was, I think, my first public performance of this in El Paso on YouTube. That piano needs new hammers. It was so bright that I had to really use every possible trick I had. So keeping really close to the keys, like I said, using the soft pedal on the inner voices like that, playing as soft as I could, maybe taking even a little extra rubato. One time you can come softer there. One time you can go louder. But all of this is an attempt today to show you how to lighten up that thumb using that weird, crazy little exercise that will get your thumb nice and light. I hope that helps. Kind of a strange little tip today. If any of you have any questions, I do try to answer as many emails as I can. My email's josh@joshwrightpiano.com. If I'm unable to get to your email, please forgive me. I receive thousands each month, but I do try to stay on top of those as well as I can. I'll leave a few links in the description below. One of them is for a free webinar containing 10 of my favorite tips to help take your playing to a higher level. These are tips I use every day. So if you haven't, both in my teaching and in my practicing, so if you haven't seen that, I would highly recommend checking that out. I'll also leave a link for a couple of my courses in the description below, as well as a gear kit link, all the gear that I use to record these YouTube videos, my podcast, everything else you see me put out on social media, all the gear that I use for that. If any of you have any questions, again, my email's josh@joshwrightpiano.com. Have a great week. Good luck in your practice sessions.